start stationary with an alternating T-spine rotation. Feet are hip width apart. You're going to hinge at your hips, keep your core tight, opening up one arm at a time, and you're going to follow your fingertips with your eyes. From there, we're going to come into an upright position for knees to elbows, fingertips by the ears, elbows nice and wide, but our core is tight and engaged, driving the knee up to meet the opposite elbow, slow and controlled. From there, we're going to take it to a standing star reach. So your arms are nice and wide and your feet are nice and wide. You're going to drive your hips back as you reach your fingertips over to the toes. Again, keeping that core tight and your chest nice and tall. Progressing from here, we're going to take it to toy soldiers. So your arms are Frankenstein out and you're kicking your toes up towards your fingertips. You want to kick as high as you can without crunching forward. Stay nice and tall and upright. From there, even more dynamic, we're going to move into mimicking a jump rope. So you're light on your feet, you're alternating side to side, and you're bringing your arms into the equation. Last one, we're taking it to a power skip, the most dynamic of the 6. You're going to drive the elbow and the knee up, cross-body rotation, getting that body ready for the work we're about to do.
It's like party time music. Okay, again, that standing T-spine rotation, we're doing the same concept as down on the floor. But go ahead and hinge back through those hips. So the high knee should be behind the heels. We're finding ourselves opening through the chest and starting to squeeze through the T-spine. Understand that this is one of those moves that the more we do, the more flexible we will become. So don't expect to move your biggest range of motion in the first couple of sweeps. Look for it later down the line. A little more than halfway through. Coming up on 15 seconds, and we'll go to that standing knee to elbow. In 3, 2, 1. So notice that she is bringing the knee across the body. It's like we were laying down on the ground doing a bicycle. As we do come back into the Orange Theory studio, just be aware that a lot of our dynamic warm-up, if you start on the floor, is going to be standing dynamic warm-up as opposed to being down on the ground. Just to reduce the amount of time that we're touching the floor. You'll see that a little bit here and there. You're always welcome to bring a towel in if you want to put that down onto the floor. If you're still not comfortable with the floor, you can always use the bench as well. A little more than halfway through. About 10 seconds, then we'll take those feet about 3 times hip distance apart. We'll twist through the torso. And step it wide. Find those feet firmly planted. Don't just roll into the pinky toe side of the foot. Press the big toe down into the ground. Arms out to the side. Reach and stand. Try to keep those legs as straight as possible. Try not to throw the booty behind you, but instead to bring that chest forward to truly feel that deep stretch through the hamstring. Think weight more forward in the balls of the feet. If we need to, we can ever so slightly turn those toes in to deepen through the stretch. Almost to those toy soldiers where we'll stretch those hamstrings even more. Then about 15 seconds. And feet about hip distance apart, arms extend out, shoulders back and down, and we kick towards the feet. So just like if we were in a plank with an alternating leg lift, we would talk about how straight that kicking leg is and how straight the spine is. We come to a 90 if available. If not, kick up as high as you can without the knee bending, without the spine arching. If it's too much on the shoulders, we can always take the hands to the hips and work here as well. If that's trouble with the balance, we can take them out to the side. More than halfway through. Try to keep that weight steady as opposed to a big, super large shift from side to side. Getting ready to come into those jump ropes. Jumping's not for us, we can do those line overs instead. 5 seconds. And begin. For 10 jumps. You can do a sassy step like she is. Who's never good at jump roping. We do this double feet. Come on, guys, come on. That's halfway. Start bringing that heart rate up. Finding that pulse working through the entire body. Maybe starting to find that breath accelerating. Keep practicing those good, big, deep breaths. Fuel that body, because in 10, we're coming to those power skips. In 3, 2, 1, power skip. So again, drive that knee up and explode off that toe. Trouble with that explosion today? We can still take it into a big old drive, just stepping from leg to leg. Remember, it is not an all out, it is our warm up. We're just looking to start getting into that green zone. Like we were on that tread, we've been in our base pace, and we finally found our breath. 30 seconds. $15, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Block number 1 of 3, 2 rounds through, 8 minutes long. We're thinking 2 pushes, 2 bases, and 1 all out. What's gonna happen here is 45 seconds all the way through till we get to the end, and then we'll take a 30-second break. Okay, she gonna talk as fast as I do. First exercise, squat jack. That's gonna feel like a push. By the halfway point of those 45 seconds, we better be feeling uncomfortable. You know what that is on a scale of 1 to 10, around that 8. We're then gonna taking it to a step jack or a step squat if you need to. We're then gonna take it into alternating reverse lunge with a floor tap for 45 seconds. Remember, this is going to be your base. Bring it back down into that green zone. Then going for a broad jump to shuffle. We've done it before, we'll probably do it again. Jump, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Jump, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 45 seconds of work. Then leading right into that squat to alternating leg lift. If we need to, big step instead of that broad jump. Squat, side lift. He does a lot of shifting to that side. I want you guys to really be focused on trying to just stay upright. Once we get through that base pace, we're gonna have 45 seconds of an all out here in our high knees. Driving those knees up towards the elbow. Explode, 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 explode. Once we get through those 45 seconds, we'll have a 30-second break. Then we'll go back to the beginning and do it again. So first one is gonna be those squat jacks. Again, if we need to, we take it into a step jack. You guys ready to get uncomfortable? In 3, 2, 1, push. So remember, there's recovery built into this, active recovery, but it's still recovery. So let's make this push uncomfortable. Let's take up that heart rate. Let's take up that breath. Got 15. Come on, team, come on. In 2, 1, right into it, alternating reverse lunge, floor tap. We can't find the floor, that's okay. Active recovery. We're not just standing here, but we don't have to sprint. Remember, you got that broad jump to shuffle coming up. You may want to keep a little in the tank for it. So breathe here, deep, big breaths. That reverse lunge to floor tap. you go, team. We got about 5, 2, 1, and broad jump. Explode forward and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle back. Again, it's a push effort. Having trouble with that explosion, we step and shuffle, and then take it forward with that alternating leg. Digging deep, guys. Told you, it's a push. We're on that big old TV. You'll be glowing in that orange zone. Remember, on a scale of 1 to 10, pushing that uncomfortable 8. And take it into that squat to leg lift. So just be aware when we come back with those feet from the leg lift that they're not coming all the way together. Feet are going to stay at least hip distance apart. Drive out with the heel, not out with the toe. Get the tiny little oblique crunch from the lower half. Get the squeeze through the booty. Catch your breath. From here, we're going to those high knees. $15. And 3, 2, 1, all out. Come on. High knees. Drive them up. Not saying I don't want you to move quick, but you got to be able to sustain this effort. Come on. Still got 30 seconds to go. Not saying that to be mean, just to understand where we need to be pacing-wise. Now's the time to gear it up to your 15 seconds. Make those feet move faster. Pump those arms just a little bit more. Knees up, knees up, knees up. And 3, 2, 1, walk it down. So again, take a little walk, guys. Don't stand still. Little side steps, little shuffle steps. Whatever we need you to bring that heart rate down. Even if it means putting your hands up in the air. We have 15 seconds, we're going back to the beginning. It's only 2 rounds here in block number 1. Thank goodness. We jump squat. In 5, 3, 2, 1, push. Weights back in those heels. Don't bring those knees forward. Make these ones even better than the first round. Your body learned what it was doing, and now it should be able to perform what's asked of it. Come on. 10 seconds, we'll find a base. Not recovering yet. In 2, 1, base pace. Reverse lunge with the floor tap. Too much on those knees, guys. I'm okay with a single leg deadlift. Reaching for that floor as well. Different exercise group, different muscle group, but I understand those knees might not be okay with it today. Okie dokes, guys, okie dokes. We're gonna move into that next 45 seconds, that broad jump to shuffle. In 2, 1, push. Again, jump and shuffle, 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 or take that big monster step. Whatever gets you into that hard work and effort. I like seeing that sweaty basement or living room glow, wherever it is, you found how to make it work each and every day. Keep it going, team. 2, 1, pace. Squat to leg lift. Again, be aware what's happening to those feet as we plant them. Do not let them come closer than hip distance apart. Remember that hip distance apart is only 2 fist widths. There you go, team. There you go. We're getting ready. We're getting really uncomfortable. Going all out for 45 in 3, 2, 1. All out. Come on, guys. Come on. We'll get a big long break to talk about block number 2. Then block number 2, it's going to be on the ground. Terrifying. Come on. You got 30 seconds. You can do anything for 30 seconds. 15 to shine. Drive it. Come on, 5 seconds. 2, 1, and done. Hot damn. Again, if you need to, take a little side step, a little breather. Don't just stop hard. Block number 2, 8 minutes of fun. Let me rephrase that. Block number 2, 5 minutes of fun. Way better than 8 minutes. We're going to work here with a weighted pike up. So holding on to that one light weight, think about a V up, but not, I guess it's not an all the way full setup. So we're not going to crunch like a Murphy bed, but instead crunching through the upper abdominals and bringing the legs up. We then have a power sit up with rotation. So it's not a bicycle unless we need to reduce it down. Sit up and then turn. Static crunch in and out. We're going to open and close those feet just like we usually do with a mini band on the legs, but no mini band this time. 3 rounds through, 30 seconds of rest at the end. Come on, right into it, guys. Weighted pike. Go ahead and find that weight. Extend the arms out. Bring the shoulders up off the ground. Reach for those ankles. It's okay if you miss the first 10 seconds. Don't worry. We will get a lot of work here. So again, we're not doing a full sit-up. Think about bringing the shoulders off the ground, crunching through the abdominals, bringing the legs all the way up. If you're feeling rock star, you can go all the way up into that sit-up. And power sit up to rotation. So now is the full range of motion. When we get to the top, we're going to give it a twist. So again, I want you to sit up and then twist. Opposite elbow to knee. Come on, guys, come on. In 3, 2, 1. Hold those shoulders off the ground. Open and close the feet. Think about like a jumping jack with the legs. How do we make sure that lower back doesn't hurt? Well, we do a couple of things. One, if we need to bend the knees, so be it. But most importantly, I need you guys to pull the belly button into the spine. Almost like we were doing a crunch the whole time. The back is flat, and we keep the belly in to keep the lower back safe. Make the feet higher if we need to. In 3, 2, 1. We have 15 seconds of rest. Most glorious 15 seconds of your day. We're then going to do this again. We have 3 total rounds. We'll hit it to number 2. So make sure you grab that weight for that pike up. Remember, it's not a full sit up. And 2, 1. Begin. Make them meet at the same time. It's not a leg lift to a toe reach. Flex the feet, keep that lower back in the ground. If we can't get those legs so low, that's okay. Let's keep ourselves safe as opposed to needing to fulfill that super big range of motion. In 2, 1, put that weight down, sit it up, and rotate. Snap through that core, squeeze through those abdominals. Whew. Told you you're getting your money's worth here in block number 2. Keep it up. Oh, my friends, come on. 15 seconds. Oops, oh, we're done. Fantastic, static crunch in and out. If it's too much on that upper body, take the shoulders down to the ground. It's too much to the lower body, again, bring the legs up. We can also bend the knees ever so slightly. Whatever we need to do, but you better keep that belly button into the ground. Deep as you can, bury the spine in the floor. Come on, come on. 3, 2, 1, rest. We got 15 seconds and we're rocking it through one more time. I know you guys are excited. The final countdown. It'll be 90 seconds work. Let's see if we can work every second of it. Grab that weight. Begin. Come on, this is it, guys. Everyone says that they want nicer abs and a stronger core. And then we give you a 5-minute block. And the whole time, all I've done is complain. But whatever your coping mechanism is, we're more than halfway through. 10 seconds left, and then no more weighted pike ups today. In 3, 2, 1. Put that weight down. We're going to sit it up and twist. Sit it up and twist. Snap through the torso. And twist. Come on, guys. Come on. My tummy is tired too, but we're not going to get better by laying on the floor. Come on, twist it out, twist it out. 5 seconds. And shoulders off the ground. Support that head. Open and close those legs. Again, don't worry about how high those heels are. Be worried about that lower abdominal engagement. Promise if you press your back flat halfway, you're going to find bigger, harder work, therefore bigger, stronger muscles than if you let that back arch just to get the feet close to the ground. 3, 2, 1, and done. Hot damn, 2 blocks of 3 already down. Last block is an 8-minute block. So what's going to happen here is we're going to repeat until time is called. We have 3 exercises at 8 repetitions each. Goblet squat. We're going to hold that weight in front of the chest. If you want to hold on to something medium, so be it. If you want to pick up something a little bit heavier, that's okay too. Remember, goblet is all about how we hold it, like that big old pimp chalice. So 1.5 jump squats. So 1 squat, and if we need to, we can come on those tippy toes. So do you guys notice it's a jump squat with a pulsing squat? If you have questions on it, you can always go ahead and hit me up during that. We're doing an iso squat lateral walk, 8 repetitions, 3 steps out, 3 steps back equals 1 repetition. If you have to count, we're doing 48 steps in total. This is our final block. Go ahead and pick up a weight, whether it's a medium or heavy weight for that goblet squat. Tempo is 3, 2, 1. Stick it at the bottom and then stand it up tall. If you really want to challenge yourself while you're down at the bottom of that squat, try to take a breath in and out. So we want to avoid what we in the exercise world call duck butt. So what happens is when we come here, we start to arch the back and stick the tail out like we were a little duck with a cute little feather. Keep the tailbone underneath. Keep the belly button almost slightly caved in, like we were getting ready to get punched in the stomach. So that tailbone tucks underneath, keeps the spine safe. So again, you're going to go jump squat and then pulsing half squat. Jump squat, pulsing half squat. If we need to, no jump, tippy toes instead. So it'll be a total of like 16 moves if you're thinking of it that way. However you think of it as a booty and quad burner. That's what this block is. So quick counting tip. It's an old personal training tip. So people love to talk to you when you're doing personal training. You have to figure out how to count while people are talking to you, because inevitably you will forget where you are. So I use a lot of finger counts. So if you have trouble in this lateral step, pick one side or the other, and every time you come back to it, use a finger. Count how many rounds you've made it through. I know it sounds really simple, but it makes it a little bit easier sometimes. You know how I like to keep it simple. There you go, 3 minutes down. Oh, team, nice job. I know that 1.5 jump squat is a burner. Take your time in those steps. Keep that booty low. Keep that chest up. On that jump squat, make sure you sit back in those heels before you pulse. Don't stay in those toes. And don't do 10 repetitions. There's only 8 of them. Give you hints on counting and then can't count myself. That lateral walk, it doesn't feel like you're doing a whole lot with that butt, sit lower. Not bend over, but sit lower. Chest open, belly in. I want you guys to make space between your earlobes and your shoulders. No hunchback of Notre Dame. Ooh. Shake it out. 2.5 minutes, guys, 2.5. Each and every time we get back to that goblet squat, I want you to slow your roll. No fast sprint. Slow with control. Sit it down. Two-minute warning. Nice job, rock stars. 90 seconds, guys. Just 90 seconds between you and the finish line. Let's finish strong. Remember, this is it. When we finish that 90, we're going to stretch it out. You guys don't want to think, man, could I have given more? This is your opportunity to drain that tank. I can't figure out the difference between an 8 and 10 today. Final 60. There you go, team. There you go. 30 seconds of booty burning goodness. If you're feeling in the back, like right here, it's because you're hunching. Flatten it out. Think about pushing those shoulders back. Squeeze that peanut right in between. 15 seconds. Whatever you're doing, make it count. You showed up today for a reason. Let's give it all we got in 2, 1, and done. Nice job. Quick burner. So here's the deal. Sometimes in days like today, it can feel like we didn't do a whole heck of a lot, but give it a little bit of time to settle into your body. Some of those movements, lots of booty stuff, the outside of our hips might hurt a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Take a moment to breathe it down. Then we'll go ahead and stretch it out. Somehow got myself the hiccups. Okay.
Hey,
Now,
Mel, I have to take my kids to the dentist. Thank you so much.
hi, Jill. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Well, that's good to know that the dentists in Maine are open again. That's a step in the right direction for Jill. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive it down. Gently shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Bending through the knees if we need to, fingers to the floor. Go and step it back with that left foot. Step it back with the right, knees to the ground. Untuck the toes. Find those hands directly underneath the shoulders. And let's exhale. Arch it up into that cat position. I'm just going to grab the laptop. Don't worry, I'm not running away. Inhale, let's go ahead and scoop it through our cow. Finding that neutral spine. Let's go ahead and shift those hands a little bit forward so we can step the right foot between the hands. Go ahead and put the right hand on the inside of that right foot and inhale, left arm up, twist. If we want to, we can bend the left elbow and bring the hand to the lower back or even to the outside of the hip to open the chest just a little bit more. So true fun story, Jill, who just scooted off to take her children to the dentist, lives in Portland, Maine. Go ahead and release it out. Bring that left foot back, right foot forward, left foot forward. Inhale, right arm up. She joined Instagram when her Orange Theory closed down to find someone to work out with because she knew she couldn't or wouldn't do it on her own. And she found us and has been working out with us ever since. It's kind of fun. Go ahead and release it out. Bring that left knee back. Exhale, high knee to heels, child's pose. Walk both hands over to the right hand side. Good stretch through the left side body. Maybe even looking out under that left armpit. Keeping that left hand glued. Pull the entire body away from the palm. Walk it back through midline. Take it to the left. Again, good deep stretch through the side body. You want to look out under that right armpit. Maybe walk those right fingers just a little bit more away from the torso. Walk it back through midline. Inhale forward, shoulders over wrists, into that kneeling plank. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, chest up in that baby cobra. If we'd like to, we can all go ahead and lift it up. And release it down. Inhale through kneeling plank, exhale back to child's pose. Drag those hands underneath the shoulders. We're gonna tuck the toes underneath, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Then walk those feet towards the hands, take as many steps as we need to. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna do one good quad stretch when we stand it up tall. Keep the left foot in the ground, squeeze that right heel to the high knee, grab those shoelaces. Go ahead and release it out. Switch sides. Press the hips forward by squeezing under the left butt. I know that sounds funny, but like the crease where your butt and your leg meet, the one we wish would be a little bit higher. But sadly, gravity. And release it out. Shake it out. Round of applause for yourself. Round of applause for your neighbors.